commander-in-chief is, and we've learned about who our enemy is. Tonight, we're going to learn about the weapons we have in the battlefield.
The force is strong with you, dude, lady. Not quite a Jedi yet.
I'll never join. You knocked off my hat.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
I like that hat. Now my hat is all dusty and dirty. Don't touch my hat, Private. Whose idea was this ridiculous game of yours?
It was mine, Drill Sergeant.
Yours, Private Ware? Are you covering for him?
No.
What are you doing with those things?
We're practicing combat techniques with armor and weapons.
What are those?
Oh, the poor noodles, dude.
Pool noodles?
I think Drill Sergeant.
Pool noodles.
Yes, Drill Sergeant. Kids use them to float around in pools. We thought they'd make good swords, and Private Lee had some in his foot locker, so we used them.
We wanted to be ready for the battle, dude. I mean, Drill Sergeant.
10 push-ups now!
Yes, sir.
Not you! You!
It's gonna hurt Drill Sergeant. Sweet, dude.
I don't believe that was 10. The armor of God is a spiritual armor, not something from your mother's kitchen. Does she know you have that?
Maybe.
The armor is designed to protect you from the attacks of the enemies. And today, you're each going to learn how to use it.
Awesome.
The Bible tells us about the armor in the book of Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians 6:13 says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand."
Sweet. Now we're talking, dude. I mean, Drill Sergeant. Sorry. Man. Dude, lady.
God gives us the perfect armor so that we can stand our ground and not retreat when the enemy comes after us. There are 7, can I say 7? 7 pieces of armor, and every one of them has a certain job to perform. You know, like her 10 push-ups, 7. You need to hear this.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Ephesians 6:14 tells us, "Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness." That means we need God's truth to hold everything into place, kind of like your grandma's girdle. Without God's truth, everything just falls apart. Is that understood?
Yes, Drill Sergeant. Dude. Lady. Thank you.
You mean that without truth, everything else falls apart just like a belt?
You got that right. right. But along with the belt, you also need the breastplate of righteousness.
Oh, I've seen those, dude. It's a hard piece of metal that goes over your chest. I've seen them on gladiator movies.
Proverbs 4:23 says, "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." And that's exactly what the breastplate of righteousness is designed to do, is to protect your heart.
Belt of truth, breastplate of righteousness, yes, drill sergeant.
But there's more armor than that. Ephesians 6:15 tells us, "And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace." That means you should always, always be ready to share the gospel.
Yes, drill sergeant.
When this one's around, you might need some earplugs. All right. Ephesians 6:16 says, "Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked."
Because if we live according to faith in God, it will protect us from the enemy's attacks. Dude.
Wow. You're actually starting to catch on, aren't you, soldier? Ephesians 6:17, "And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God."
The helmet of salvation.
No soldier would go into battle without a helmet. Salvation of Jesus is like a helmet in the times of war. It
Yeah,
protects you from destruction.
yeah, but what was that about the sword of the Spirit, dude? Drill sergeant?
Now we're talking. You're getting it. It's getting through. The sword of the Spirit is the Word of God. What is the Word of God?
The Bible.
The Bible. And with it, you can not only defend yourself, but you can attack the enemy with it.
Awesome, dude. Now tell me more.
Well, Hebrews 4:12 says, "For the Word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and it is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart." Can you imagine a sword so sharp it could pierce all the way through you and divide you? Some of you can imagine that, can't you?
Yes,
That's
drill
what
sergeant.
the Bible says the Word of God is that powerful. Why are you always so loud?
Dude, sergeant, you said there were 7 pieces of armor. You only listed 6.
Are you homeschooled?
Hell, dude.
There is the 7th, and the 7th piece of armor is prayer. And Ephesians 6:18 says, "Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints."
Prayer. Yes, drill sergeant.
That is 7 pieces of armor. And you soldiers are going to learn about all 7. 7
Oh, you hurt me, dude.
dismissed. All right, remember, pay attention, answer your questions,